Good evening, everybody. Welcome to this week's edition of He Say.
She Say.
We got a third tonight. I think you guys might recognize her, the lady of many hairstyles. Nancy is a frequent contributor, and tonight she'll be contributing to the bullshit, which will undoubtedly happen. Tonight we're going to, as Tiana so affectionately put it, go through the news. And I think this is a good show for you, those of you watching at home, to be interactive. So, Darnell, if you can put up the telephone number, as always, you can. We're on Facebook Live. You can comment in the box. We'll do it. We'll try to do a better job of injecting you into the show. So if you got something to say it. Damn it. Anyway, Tiana.
I'm Mark.
Are you ready?
I am ready. Are you ready?
Let me ask you a question.
Sure.
Last week we did the spoken word thing, right? Did you have a date last night?
I forgot.
I
forgot, and I felt really bad because I did absolutely nothing last night. Yeah, I wish I had went. I forgot. I had made a promise to go to a spoken word event last night, and I really did. It completely left my mind.
You forgot that? Do you remember what I said last week when you got the special invite?
I wasn't gonna go.
And did I say? Did you remember what I told them specifically though?
No. What did you tell them?
I told them, don't hold your breath because you're gonna need it.
I forgot. I really did forget.
It happened.
Forgetting or not, you didn't make it. So anyway, what would you guys like to talk about tonight?
It's so much to talk about. It's a lot going on.
It is a lot going on.
Okay.
I think what's big in the news? Let's talk about something that I know nothing about. Maybe y'all know something.
Oh, that opens up a whole lot of opportunities, doesn't it?
Shut up.
Something you know nothing about. No, okay. So this is what I want to talk about real quick because I watched it today on the Breakfast Club. It happened earlier this week. I saw the Shea Moisture CEO try to.
Oh, he did try to fix it.
Yeah, he tried to fix it, and what he said pretty much made sense. So I just hope. I didn't know it was black owned.
That was the question I had last week. I said, was it black owned? I needed to know that before I made
it was
my,
black owned. Okay. And you know, black people came for him. He's the CEO. And he said he started off selling like the black soap in the street 25 years ago and all that. And basically it was a mistake. That was one of 30 videos, commercials they shot. Because they are trying to reach people with other hair types, all hair types. But they still want to appeal to their core. And now people are talking about boycott. He basically was on there kowtowing and trying to beg for support because they are one of 2 black owned of like the 10 major companies that pander to black women hair.
So how do you feel, Nancy? How do you feel? Do you feel like you should stop supporting Shea Moisture because he is now branching off to other?
I'm gonna tell you the truth. I've never seen a Shea Moisture commercial, honestly. I know about the products from seeing it on the shelf and word of mouth. So I do see where it offended a large group of people, but I've honestly, one way or the other, black people, white people, I've never seen a Shea Moisture commercial, period, until this all came out.
There was a generic one that came out last summer where she was walking in the middle of the aisles and it was white people.
I had to think really hard. It's not like a popping commercial that's really repetitive for me to really feel like, wow. And maybe that was why there was such the outrage because this is the first commercial that people can even really think of. I don't really use a lot of Shea Moisture products, so I really wasn't moved one way or the other by it. I think as a part of business, you can't just market to one group of people. You're going to limit yourself.
I agree.
So you have to, beauty is beauty. There are Caucasian people with thick, coarse, curly, kinky hair who may, make their hair, need some shea butter in their hair, and their hair may be more manageable, with these products. So, you gotta expand. You can't keep yourself in a box, or you'll limit yourself.
Right. Latasha said there's nothing wrong with expanding. It's a business, and I would think the goal is to make money. But basically, he was apologizing. He pretty much laid out the business plan, and he's saying that they were wrong, which is weird. First of all, they were wrong by not informing their customers as to what their plans were. And honestly, this commercial wasn't a commercial. It came out. It got leaked through a post because, like you said, it's one of like 30 they shot.
So that's so interesting.
And that's how it got leaked. You know, so.
But so how do you inform do you tweet like, yeah, I'm about to have white people in my commercial?
Well,
like, how do you inform consumers?
Exactly.
Yeah, that's an interesting.
But once again,
position to take.
Us black. This is one thing I have a problem with my black people with. We are so very emotional, which leads us to being irrational, which makes it hard for us to be taken seriously. And if you just look at the problems that we have, they're based off of that. Like we run to things so quickly, and this guy was pretty much just short of begging
Wow.
for us to stick with him and admitting to wrongdoing and a mistake, and he's gonna see how that happened. And it's like, look, man, I understand being mad at something, but sometimes like we make mistakes. He kept saying I'm not perfect. I'm like, Jesus, what did you do? You made a commercial. You didn't. Did you? Maybe. I almost felt like he screwed around on his wife and she doesn't know.
Wow.
And he was apologizing for that on the show, other than having
it
this
might be
commercial.
the same difference for him. He may have cheated on black people with a white woman.
Well, that's kind of what he felt
yeah,
like. But he said he doesn't want to move forward without the core, which is the black people. But to stay relevant, because if he doesn't expand, everyone else around him is competing. So apparently, what I heard was that, not through this on the Breakfast Club, but Pantene dropped or dropped their like line for black hair like the next day. They try to capitalize on it. And what he's saying, and usually these bigger companies come in and buy the smaller ones out, and they don't want that to happen. So
Pantene has had a line for a while for of black products.
Of course.
Yeah.
Of course.
Paul Mitchell too.
Yeah, definitely.
So you got a little portion of Shea Moisture over there.
I've always been a Shea Moisture supporter.
Okay.
When I can afford it, I will say it costs a lot, and I purchase it when it's either on sale.
How much is too much for your beauty?
It's expensive, because when I can go down to the market and get some handmade black soap from somebody who made it for $2 or $3 versus buy it out of Target, his black soap is like $7.
But if you get that handmade black soap and you end up like Michael Jackson, then what?
That's not the case.
How do you know?
I mean, because I've tried it before.
You only buy handmade?
He started out as the handmade soap man on the street.
But I'm talking about you buy it for some strange person.
I would. That's how you buy. That's how we buy from each other.
I
bought shea butter from us.
Yeah.
I bought oils from us. I don't mind.
And what you should, and I think it's so unfair sometimes that we hold our business owners to this different degree of standards of what we should expect. And I don't know the last time that I felt like a white business owner or a white enterprise has had to come on and just beg for our forgiveness.
Well, they're not going to do it.
We chalk it off to, it's business, but when it's us, you got to get down on your knees and Keith sweat it out just for us to even give you a second look, and it's a shame.
People like people on their knees. Moving on. I want to talk about Jesse Williams, okay?
Yeah, you are fascinated by
I am.
Are you fascinated with Jesse Williams?
Wow.
Okay.
No, because his whatever's going on with his wife, right?
Okay.
A lot of people, some people, I actually had a discussion today. Someone was very mad at this young man who they once held in high regard because I think it's no longer a rumor. There's some truth to it that him and his wife are getting divorced, and he's messing with Minka Kelly, I believe, a white woman.
His co-star, right?
Or something like that, yeah. And all of a sudden, everything he did, everything he stands for means nothing to her. And I'm like, that type of shit happens every day.
Definitely.
Every day. Not to mention, I think he's half white. So he can't mess with... But to say... So if he's half white, what's wrong with that?
It's a part of him. I mean, I agree with you. I feel like people cheat every day. I feel like people engage in interracial relationships. Love who you love. I mean, I'm not, saying that I'm all for cheating, but I mean, that's his personal life. What I think happens is we have these public figures and we blur the line between what they do as a public figure and what they do as a human being. But on top of that, I also want to say that then we want to pick and choose. Like some people don't want to support Bill Cosby and R. Kelly, but then, you can't pick and choose when you want to separate it. You either got to separate it or you got to keep it together. And I think we blur that line a lot with public figures and their personal lives. I don't hold him in any less of regard, maybe as a man, but not as a public figure and for what he stands for.
Wait. What do you mean maybe as a man though?
Because he cheated on.
Because he's cheating on his wife. I mean, you know,
that has not come out.
Black man or a white man.
That doesn't have anything to do with the race of the woman.
How do we know that he cheated on his wife?
Because he's still legally married and he's in a relationship. That's cheating.
Hold on now. It's only cheating if that's against the rules of the game.
It's the rule. It's against every rule of the game.
She applied for divorce some months ago.
He actually applied for it.
Okay, so
but they've been in a relationship for a year. He's been dealing with this Minka chick for like a year.
So what, he's supposed to put his penis in his pocket till the thing is
No,
done?
I'm not saying I mean, he's supposed to do whatever he wants to do.
That's exactly what he's supposed to do. He's supposed to keep his penis in his pocket until he signs them papers. That's exactly what he's supposed to do.
Hey, listen.
Yes.
Can I ask y'all ladies something? How the hell are you gonna hold sex against a man?
I'm not holding the sex against the man. I'm holding him striking against the vows that he took with his wife. I mean, if you stand before, if you make the why be married then? Why not just date this woman? I mean, why start a whole relationship? So why not end it before going into a whole relationship?
Perhaps they outgrew each other.
This is more than just sex. He's in a relationship with this woman. They're not just having sex.
Well, that's good. Good for him. And I'm sure they have beautiful children.
And they can, I mean, you know.
Beautiful little mocha babies.
Well, he already has beautiful little mocha babies.
All babies are beautiful. He
already got them. So, I mean, you know.
But listen, though. Seriously, back to my question. How you going to hold sex against a man? That doesn't make sense.
I'm not saying I hold sex against him. I'm holding his
discernment against him. I'm holding his decision making against him. I'm holding his ability to make proper decisions. You can't go up there and put yourself on this pedestal because
he didn't put himself on a pedestal.
He put himself. The moment he started preaching, the moment he started speaking out, the moment he started making little Twitter things and his little posts, he put himself on that platform.
That's not. He put himself in the spotlight, not on a pedestal.
On that platform. Then.
Okay.
I won't say
others put him on a pedestal.
Okay. We did.
I do agree with that. Others put him on a pedestal.
I agree with that.
I'm about to say because unless he is richer than me,
and let's be clear, there's only one thing. There's many things, but there's only one major thing that can take a black man down. There's always going to be a woman. It's always going to be him cheating every single freaking time.
That's a construct from the beginning of time.
So
that's how they get. That's how they aim to get black men because they're playing onto the stereotype of us being sexual beasts, and it's only true as far as you're talking about me, but in general,
nobody cares.
Well, I separate the two. I mean, it's not like he is speaking out as a relationship expert or pastor or anything like that. So I can
everything he said is still relevant.
I still hold on to the things that he says as man. But you know, I don't look at him any different than I look at the local civil rights activists. I didn't put him on a pedestal, so maybe that's why I'm just not as deeply as effective. I don't. People are going to be people. Men are going to be men.
Well, first of all, I think our issue with him is the cheating. I think most black women issue is the fact that she's white.
And that's not my issue. I agree with you, but that's not my issue. Yeah,
right. I'm not mad at the fact that she's white. I'm mad at the fact that he cheated.
Definitely, I agree.
But why are you mad? He didn't cheat with you. He didn't cheat on you.
It doesn't matter. The fact that
more so disappointed. I'm disappointed that I'm disappointed.
You really wanted him to be an angel, didn't you?
I didn't want him to be an angel. Maybe I just want some good examples of men that just do what they
faithful.
Yes, just stay faithful.
Listen, you said just one good black man.
Can we get one poster child?
Just one.
Can we get one poster child for a man who does not cheat on his wife? Just one.
It's hard. You gotta dig.
Don't know one man that is the poster child celebrity who does not.
Yeah, that's a whole different type of pressure, right?
Yeah, it is.
But I mean, if you marry a celebrity, come on.
But then even beyond that, I mean, just I feel like it's just like he had to be just being blatantly just reckless and disrespectful for it to even get in the spotlight like that. I mean, he wasn't.
I don't know. I think because of who he is, people are constantly digging for information, and let's face it, we already know that
it's celebrities that cheat for years.
But workplace relationships always
that's still being reckless and sloppy. It's people that cheat and sit in the same room with each other for years
and not get caught.
He was being reckless.
Maybe he was ready to go.
Doing, something one of them was doing was reckless, whether it was letting their pictures out. It probably was both of them.
You know, it's the side chick. It's always the side chick.
Somebody was being careless.
It's always the side chick.
All I'm saying is, Jesse, I'm still with your brother. You can get on that on the pedestal that they put you back on. See, you know he ain't gonna say shit for a while, right? You know that, right?
He need not to.
Because he knows black women all too well.
Well, he's not arrogant like T.I. T.I. don't give a shit. T.I. just go on, still doing his little interviews, telling fuck the world, I'm gonna do what I want to do. Right. You know, T.I. is a different guy. That's more reckless. I think T.I. is a little bit more.
How does that make T.I. arrogant though?
Because you didn't cheated on your wife and you're not even trying to keep that shit private.
But I mean,
you got your side chick coming at your wife, and that's when I had an issue. It's like there has to be some type of boundaries.
I knew that was coming for T.I. and Teeny. Once they started that whole open marriage,
did they do that?
They did a lot of that.
See,
they did threesome. I didn't watch the show, but this is just like out in the atmosphere. They had 3-ways, and they would take strippers home together. And I saw this coming for them. This wasn't a surprise for me. I was surprised they stayed married as long as they did.
Well, when does sex not be enough? Why do they have to keep opening up the box and finding the new frontier with sex?
That's a good question.
People
are salacious.
People they get in trouble.
Same thing with Mary J. Blige. She opened up that Pandora's box.
People get in trouble like with their sexual
why?
desires
It just
much.
came to me. You know why? Because I think women are constantly trying to please their man, and 9 times out of 10 it's the man who wants a threesome. And I think a lot of women will do it. Some women will do anything to please him, and it always backfires.
You know what?
That's a good point.
I was gonna give what you had to say some credence, and then I thought better of that.
Why?
Because it's not like you're twisting her arm to do something she don't want to do. Women like women.
It's not about twisting her arm, but if I'm here, one of my duties is to please you, then that may be one of those things that you are asking for.
It's some men to drill it into their women, and they'll just keep dropping hints.
Oh yeah, we drilling something into them.
You know, when you like a ring, you're like, oh, this is the ring I like.
And how men get away with it, they allow the woman to choose the part. And I've seen that so many times on these shows. They think
on the shows
they choose the woman.
Well, most of the time that's how it goes. The woman, because it just helps with their comfort level.
What are you talking about?
I don't know.
I don't know what you're talking about.
That's not my world.
I mean,
I think we're gonna move on because your cheeks starting to get red.
Whatever.
We are going to.
Y'all ain't never seen no 3-way nothing up here.
We ain't seen it. We heard about it though.
Whatever.
So go ahead. You had a few things you said you'd like to talk about.
Well, one of the things, since we're talking about Tiny, I've read something interesting. So we all know that they're getting their own biopic. Escape is getting their own biopic.
They don't need
Guess who? They don't need a biopic? I think it'll be interesting.
They have a lot of little mess. It could be an interesting movie. I would watch it.
It's interesting. I would like to know a little bit about the So Deaf brand as well, you know, through Escape. But guess who is producing it?
Please don't say Wendy Williams.
No.
Who?
Hype Williams.
Mona Scott.
Oh, it's gonna be extra messy.
Ain't it?
Yes.
That's exactly what I said.
It's gonna be super messy.
That's what I was thinking too.
Shut up. You know who Mona Scott is.
No.
She is the mega producer behind
Love and
all
Hip Hop
Love and Hip Hop
that.
Oh, Jesus.
Exactly. So I was like, that's a little interesting for me. Like why her? Like, how do you move from reality TV to movie?
But you have
to. So is it
going
to be a real movie, or is it going to be another Lifetime production?
I think it's going to be something similar to what No Audition did.
Chris Tubbs, it's Escape. Chris Tubbs asked what the Escape was.
Escape. It's actually Escape.
Let's give these girls.
In fact, it's with her production company, so she's leading everything.
Okay, they're really trying to. They should get back together.
Why?
Because they were a mega super group.
Well,
maybe from just in R&B. In R&B, they were a big deal in R&B to 90s, early 2000s R&B. I feel like as far as girl groups, they brought that different little like kind of New Jack Swing kind of girl group thing.
Yeah, time to retire that.
They brought something different that really wasn't out there, so they made their own little lane. So I love Escape.
Right now it's a construction lane because that joint ain't been working in a long time.
Well, that's because Candy and Tiny are finally on board. You know, it was Candy that was dragging her feet for the longest time. Because the other two girls, remember, she didn't even do the big old So Deaf tour that they went on a couple years ago. She didn't.
She needs money now, huh?
Who, Candy? I doubt it. No, I think the other two girls. You think Candy need money?
No, I said Candy has money.
Oh yeah, I think the other two girls.
You know what I love about this show? We're talking about. We're speculating a lot about these celebrities. You don't know shit about them.
I don't think Candy broke.
Here's my thing about celebrities, and I feel like I'm one of the girls tonight.
She's cheap, but she might not be broke.
We're just sitting around gossiping about celebrities. But like, apart from what I've heard about Tiana's sex life, I'm here with her every week.
You
this going?
Nowhere. It never goes anywhere.
No.
He's so fascinated about the life of my fashion.
No. I'm here with her every week. And if you were to ask me or somebody would ask me on the street, I wouldn't be able to accurately tell you.
So
tell us what?
About her sex life, right?
You don't need to.
But should you be able to?
Business.
Let me finish making my point, please.
So long-winded. Go ahead.
So how the hell are we going to get this shit right with celebrities? We don't know what's going on in their lives.
Wait, what does my sex life have to do with celebrity sex
I
life?
was making a parallel.
Oh my God, it was.
And you're not exactly a celebrity, so I know why. I can see where you got lost.
That was a bad one, Mark.
There's two reasons why you got lost on the parallel.
Why?
Because you're not exactly a celebrity, and you don't exactly have a sex life.
So do y'all think Lala and Carmelo are going to get back together, or you think that it's done?
No,
you think it's done?
I don't know about not being done, but I think when you do that one thing, I think women can forgive a lot. But you made her. I mean, she's a celebrity too.
Yeah, definitely.
So you made her look foolish.
She's been in the spotlight longer than him.
And that's where the problem lies, when you make somebody look foolish.
So having an outside child is making a woman look foolish.
I mean, she trades off her name. Everybody knows she can't go nowhere and escape that. So I mean, that's going to determine the level of love she has for him. I don't think she loves him that much.
What was her name before Lala Anthony? Did she just go by Lala?
I think it's always been Lala.
Okay. No, she picked up that Anthony and started using her whole name when she got married.
Vasquez.
Like yes. Okay.
Like
yes.
Yeah, well, she done now.
Okay.
She did.
I mean, look, man, things run their course.
Yeah.
Look, two celebrities, it's just not.
It's hard, yeah.
It's not going to work. When did that work long term? Ozzy and Ruby D?
Oh, it didn't. Well, they definitely had an open relationship.
Yeah, at one point for sure.
Ashford and Simpson.
They had their troubles too.
But they stayed together.
They did.
Listen.
They did.
When you are two celebrities and y'all have money, it's a whole world of other stuff.
Camille hasn't left Bill. She's
not a celebrity.
She's not a celebrity though.
She's not a celebrity, but she's
not a celebrity.
Known woman. She's known.
You know her if you walking down the street? Who knows Camille Cosby by walking down the street?
She's known. She's written books.
Would you be able to pick her face out?
Yeah, she's a slim, light-skinned lady, short-cut hair.
Oh, yeah, I saw one of those today.
I would know Camille Cosby if I saw her. I would know her.
All right. Well, good.
Samuel Jackson and his wife. I can't think of her name, but she's a bit of a celebrity.
Who is she?
I don't know, but
a bit of a celebrity. Yeah. It doesn't work.
She's an actress too.
I'm gonna tell you why it doesn't work.
Oh, Jada and Will.
They gotta open it. First of all, Will's gay. But
wow, I've never heard that before. You think Will is gay? I've never. I promise.
I've definitely heard that.
Think Will is different.
Yes,
but I don't think
Sharon.
He's gay.
Did they split up for a second?
Wow.
Sharon only became a celebrity off of Ozzy though.
I'm with you, Chris. Chris said Will and Jada too. You think Will is gay?
What you mean think? And Jada's a bit rough looking herself. She goes the other way. Listen, there is something. Look, I'm gonna help you guys because women have no gaydar, right? You guys are supposed to. Let me help you guys.
He's not gay.
Let me help you guys.
He may have been with a man before.
Just to let you know, what does that do?
I can see he was hanging with Tom Cruise
before Tom.
It's Dwayne. It's Dwayne, the other dude. Dwayne, whatever his name.
What's his name? Dwayne who?
The one that's married to Tisha.
Oh, Dwayne Martin.
Oh, yes, definitely.
Matter of fact, Rhonda, they was down.
I forgot he was dating Dwayne Martin.
Stop lying.
Rhonda, he was down Carnival a couple years ago. Them two was in the room together. They shared a room. Two celebrities. They shared a room.
They just boys, and then remember.
They don't have to. They don't need.
They stayed up talking.
Remember, they didn't have the money. Didn't Tisha and Dwayne just filed bankruptcy last year because they was broke?
Did
they? Didn't.
Yeah. She has a lot of medical bills. She's sick.
Yeah.
That's not why they shared a room, though. Listen, ladies, I'm gonna help you guys.
Because they friends.
Ladies, you need help.
I think that was his boyfriend.
I'm gonna help you guys.
Natasha Strong said Jay-Z and Beyonce.
Okay.
We'll see that. Okay, so you got one, Natasha.
Oprah and Stedman.
Okay, Oprah is gay. Oprah is gay.
Oprah's not gay.
You know Oprah's gay. Oprah is gay. Let me see this one. Let me help you guys. We live in this great new complicated world. I'm a simple man. That's where my brilliance lies. I'm simple. There's such thing as normative behavior. You look at people and how they communicate and how they do things. It's a really big indicator. Oprah's communicating style is kind of gruff. You want to know why? Because she's a carpet muncher. That's what she is.
Okay, Chris.
And it's going to come out in her memoirs when she's dead.
No, it's not. Chris,
why her and Stedman ain't get married?
Because she don't want to marry him.
She wanted to leave all her money to the dog.
Stedman's gay too.
She doesn't want Stedman to get her money. I think she wants to protect her enterprise.
You see this beard?
Oprah went through a lot as a child.
You know what this beard does?
And she determined that marriage was not the life for her.
She went through a lot.
Why get married when you I'll put it this way? She made a decision years ago not to have a child. Mm-hmm. So if you're not having children, why get married?
Let me ask you this question.
Oh Lord.
I'm gonna put it to you like my uncle put it to me.
Oh gosh.
Right? This is third world reason.
They've had a really successful relationship without the marriage.
This is
Goldie Hawn and what's his name? What's the
I'm gonna give you some third world reasoning. It's two things.
They had Kate Hudson and everything.
It's two things most women want to do. Is get married and have a kid.
Most women.
If you don't want to do that, what's wrong with you then?
Oprah is not one of them.
Most women won't feel like she's a woman until she's done one of this.
I have an aunt that made a decision. She is married though, but she had made a decision 50 years ago not to have, her and her husband made a decision 50 years ago not to have children.
But she did what though?
She did get married.
Okay.
She's been married for like 50 years. But.
And she wanted to get married.
But can we compare anybody we know to Oprah though, really?
Okay, so no, tell me what did Oprah go through in her life that was so rough that made her not want to do that?
Oh, remember she had a baby or got pregnant?
She had all types of stuff. She had a tumultuous little Alabama childhood or wherever she's from, Arkansas, Tennessee.
Didn't she get like molested by like
uncles?
Oh God!
Does that sound like somebody who would hate guys?
That sounds like somebody who
might go the other way.
I don't think she might necessarily.
That had nothing to do with it, right?
She's Oprah.
Listen, you're gonna be reluctant all your life to tell me I'm right. Just put it on my tombstone, okay? Because I'm right.
She's still feeling Stedman out. You know, if she gets married to him, how much access to all of her Oprahness he will have.
Can I tell you this something?
I'm pretty sure he got a nice little nest egg.
As far as
he don't have an Oprah egg.
But who's she gonna leave to?
She had dogs. She had Solomon. She has all of her stuff.
Gail's gonna get all her shit.
She has her stuff.
She beefing with Gail right now.
Well, lovers get over that type of stuff. Listen, I'm gonna let you guys know something. As far as me being right, history and God is on my side. Just remember that, okay? I'm right, but way too often.
No.
So does the same thing work for women? So if a woman has been with a woman one time, is she a lesbian just like they do that for guys? Like if a guy's been with a guy, Mark, if a guy's been with a guy one time, he's gay. So if a woman has had experience.
It's really, I think it's really unnatural for a guy to want to be with a guy. Though.
Okay.
I think it's natural for a woman.
Women like women.
No,
women like women. Y'all just go together. Y'all just draw.
No,
it's not unnatural.
Well, men can really have sex. Women can't.
What do you mean?
A man can enter another man. A woman can't really have intercourse with another woman.
I mean, they try.
But they're not doing it though. It's not.
I mean, they can enter. They try. Don't they put their little tongues in that joint?
Oh wow,
that's not the same.
That's not
what
the
is
same.
it?
A man can penetrate another man.
You're not having sex unless you're having sex with the man. Period.
Okay, so listen. New rule. New rule, just as far as logic goes and the logic patterns go. And guys, if you're watching, I want you to take this, put it close to your breast, and use this. All right? I was watching a commercial this week, and it just dawned on me. Like I said, I'm a man who's blessed with the gift of simple brilliance. But how much?
You just gotta laugh.
How much can a woman really know about life when 60% of them have the wrong pad size?
What?
Pat?
You haven't seen the Always commercial?
Oh my God!
It says 60%
you did not
of women,
take us all the way around the corner to come up with that.
60% of women have
First
the
of
wrong
all,
pad size.
First of all, you can't use the same analogy when it comes to men not knowing the right condom size. That analogy only works for
No. We weren't. Where the condom size?
As far as knowing sizes,
how much?
Men are the only ones who struggle with sizes.
And it doesn't really matter the pad size. I mean, it matters how your menstrual flow is.
Right. So most of y'all misjudge that. 60%.
You can't misjudge how you.
Ladies, the question is: are you a 60% or a 40%?
Right.
I'm usually with you.
Are you a 60? How is it bad? How can I listen to someone who doesn't know her pad size?
How can we listen to men who don't know their right condom size?
No, they know it.
No, they don't.
No, they know it. Trust me.
Oh,
Trust me.
They trying
Trust me. Trust me. They know it. Okay. They know it good and well.
They trying to trick a woman. Is that what it is?
I mean, yeah.
Whatever. Not when that thing loose and baggy. Who you
Oh
fooling?
my gosh.
Looking like
They're still
All the lights on the off.
We saw a knot at the end of your sock when you was little.
All the lights on the off.
Roll
You can trick
toe
it. I'm done with this. I don't want to talk about this anymore.
No, put the sock up in the roll.
Yeah.
What is next?
Okay, I have a question. So, have we heard about the quadruplet brothers?
Yes.
Who were
Yes.
all accepted to the Ivy League college?
Mm-hmm.
Oh.
Why? My question is, why Yale? Why
Ivy League.
Why Ivy League? First, let me ask this question because I don't know. Are there any? There's no Black Ivy League colleges?
No.
They have a Black medical school, Meharry.
That is old money.
So Ivy League strictly relates to white, predominantly white.
Yale jumps out on a resume. I mean, I could definitely see why Yale. I mean, if somebody
Ivy League,
it just comes. It's kind of like it's a status symbol. I went to Yale. It's just like it's a
Yale. I mean, they got it.
Harvard.
They got accepted into all those and
I went to Brown.
The networks attached to those schools.
Oh my gosh.
And once you go to those schools, most schools are big on this, but those schools are really big on legacy entries. Yes. So your kids have a much greater chance of going to that school.
But doesn't historical Black colleges have legacies?
I said most schools have it, but like those like she said, on your resume, it's gonna move to the top.
Definitely.
I just feel like when you have 4 intelligent Black men that are all going to college at the same exact time,
got to get them to white women. That's why they went. Duh, they're intelligent. They all gonna come back with some milkies on their arm and be happy as pleased as punch. They're gonna be more pleased than this punch right here.
I just think that these gentlemen, I think a historically Black college would have benefited from these gentlemen more so than
Yeah, they would have benefited, but would they benefit?
At an Ivy League college, just a token, their purse. You know what I mean? It's something just because Yale in the news for diversity. I don't think that they're,
the way the world works, right?
Yale doesn't need them.
The way the world works, a degree is becoming pretty much obsolete. However, from one of those schools, it still carries a lot of cachet. A lot.
I agree. I think going to HBC, you could definitely grow on a social level. But if these young men are really focused on really education, I mean, there are a handful of HBCUs that really have a lot of quality programs. There are a lot going through financial troubles, they're losing their accreditation and things like that. So I think that if you really just look down to like an overall good school, Yale's an awesome institution. So I do agree with you, but there are Black students at Yale. I think it will either make blossom something that's in them. If they have in them to like outside of their race, that's just going to blossom there. If they have in them to, I really want to be with this Black woman, or I really want to have this Black experience, they can find it there.
I just think
you can find a Black experience at a white university.
A Black college would better benefit from these men.
It depends on what they want to do with their life. Yeah,
would they better?
It definitely depends on what
I think
maybe what they want to study.
And I graduated from 2 HBCUs. I was when I was coming up, I definitely was like really I wanted to go to a HBCU, but I also have degrees in liberal arts. It really depends on what you want to do with your life and where you want to go. So
like Donald Trump claims he went to Penn. I mean, he went there for a little bit, but he puts money. I mean, those people, the resources that they get going to those schools.
Yeah,
it's hard, and they charge an arm and a leg just to go to them joints.
Right.
So if they're getting, I don't know how that worked out. I don't know if it was accepted and no scholarship or whatever, but accepted is one thing. I hope they got a major scholarship or financial aid.
I think they got
because I don't know how he's gonna pay for 4.
Yeah,
how them parents are gonna pay for 4.
I'm thinking they got 4 rides.
It just
I definitely see what you're saying, but this is just a 4-year nugget on awesome lives that these men can do. So I hope it just works out for whatever they want to do.
Great, they're gonna study together. That's what they do now, right? They have like study parties and all this type of stuff. I was watching them on the Today Show, but we'll tell you what though. There you what?
There you go with the white women.
It's not that many of them there. They're gonna be like, I saw you on TV. Watch. Watch. You're gonna make a major come up.
Whatever is in them is gonna blossom. If any of these young men like, I want a sister on my arm, they're gonna find that.
I don't know what's in them, but I can tell you what, I know what's gonna be in some of them white women.
I mean, but that's anywhere. That could be at a job. That could be going anywhere. It doesn't necessarily have to be attached with school. It's white women everywhere.
They are.
Yeah,
I mean, come on. Of them.
They don't just cluster at colleges. They're everywhere.
Ask Jesse Williams.
That's the same way with saying, a black man. If you go into a profession, if you become a professional athlete, you're gonna do this. I mean, it's what you want.
Okay, I have a question. We didn't get to talk about this last week, and I've been dying to ask this. I don't know how this is a new thing. You guys heard of stealthing?
That is just the most craziest shit.
But that isn't new. Dudes been doing that, right?
Purposely infecting women or getting women pregnant.
I don't know if they do that. But they take the condom off. They take the condom off.
That's the gist of it.
And they let you know.
When you're taking a condom off, you're risking pregnancy or STD. That's what it is. You're going to get a nut regardless.
So do you believe that they should be able to have charges filed against? Do you believe that's rape? That was a big thing about, is it rape or not?
Hold on now.
That was a huge...
Yeah, that's a question. That is the actual question.
Hold on. I want you to hear this. Fellas, if you're listening, get close to your computer screen, okay? Because you guys got to know this shit.
This was a real discussion.
Chris said females been doing that. Women have been doing that.
Yeah, right.
Using muscles to roll down the collar.
Yeah.
Kegels.
But why are you laughing though?
About Kegels?
That's not funny that you do that to people. He should.
It's standard. It's a double standard.
It happens.
Different when women do it.
It happens. What was your question? What you want people to get close to their microphone, to their computers for? Let's hear it.
I'm so disappointed in both of y'all.
Don't be disappointed.
The dude might be drunk, might be a little bit slow with reaction.
That'll wake him up.
It was a little too fast. Okay, look. This is a term I've never heard, okay? This is on the article about stealthing, a new dangerous sex trend. Here you go, guys, all right? This lady, Rebecca, a doctoral student who works at a rape crisis hotline. Rebecca noticed she was receiving more and more calls about women being stealthed.
Yeah.
Rebecca says she had also experienced the same thing with an ex-boyfriend. Quote, their stories often start the same way, Rebecca said. I'm not sure if this is rape, but ... They all felt violated, but didn't have the vocabulary to figure out what was happening. Not only does stealthing leave a victim vulnerable to pregnancy or STIs, it causes the same type of emotional, physical, and financial harm that stems from other, more clearly defined violent sex acts. One of the victims Brodsky interviewed for the report called the act, fellas, are you ready? Rape adjacent.
Ooh.
What the hell?
Is that like an alternative fact?
Rape adjacent.
Okay. Okay.
Rape adjacent.
All right. So
okay.
Let me tell you something. No, I'm be very. Okay.
Who came up with first of all, who came up with stealthing and who came up with rape?
Nobody. I'm gonna tell you who came with some.
What kind of time did that hold?
Some dude way back in the day who just had to feel that joke.
But no, men are using.
Who's Delonte? Delonte did.
No, Scott. Peter.
Hey, look. Hey, listen.
Don't blame that shit on Delonte. Blame that shit on Adam.
Brody.
Right.
Brody did it.
Don't bring that shit on Delonte. Delonte ain't start that shit.
But hold on. Rape adjacent, though?
Exactly. And Amy created that shit.
You're not. Yeah, well, you're damn right.
Exactly, right.
You come up with a word? Like, why does it need a word?
Because Amy created it.
Now, we make a lot of light about things here.
So maybe there is a clear legal definition for rape, and maybe it doesn't fall within that.
So you make up shit?
Well, if they want to press it through the judicial system, they're going to have a term for it. It has to be a charge. It can't be just a charge of.
We can't charge her.
They have to have a term.
Do that again. Okay, listen, man.
You can't get community service for.
That was his community service, but he did. Okay, listen, y'all. I want to help you guys out. We make light of a lot of things here, but if you have a young male child, you need to be scared because it really gonna get to the point where we're gonna have a bunch of dudes just doing nothing. You better get all your sons into the church and being celibate, because him having sex might be the end of his life, man.
So why isn't your comment, talk to your sons about having sex responsibly? Why does it, I mean, if we really want to be serious about it, like why aren't we telling us to really, and your daughters about sex and just being responsible with it? They're going to do it. Your children, just about being responsible with it. I mean, it's not, you know, I mean, when you get to be older and things, it can be fun and things like that, but it's a lot of responsibility that comes with sex.
But if they can throw something at you like rape adjacent,
that comes with being responsible. Like, this is not a game. While you're trying to play and have a couple of seconds of feeling good, it's not a joke. You know, it's not a joke.
Whatever works. Whatever works. Whatever can.
I'm not saying you're taking it as a joke.
I'm about to say, don't say you.
I'm not saying you. I'm telling you, this is what you need to say to your sons. This is what you need to tell. This is what we need to tell our young men. It's not a game. It's not a joke. This is something serious, and there can be serious repercussions behind you laughing and joking and thinking, you know, oh, you know, I want to feel her or something like that. You can go to jail. You can get charged.
You know what,
whatever keeps you from doing it.
Doing that, you can go to a couple of different types of jail, because if you have a baby by the wrong person, that's a different type of jail.
It's all types of things that can come from it. You can get a disease.
It's a whole bunch of jails you can get. Fellas, let's get back to our roots, man. You know,
you can get wrapped up in a false accusation of a baby. I mean, it's just so many different things that can just happen. Just be responsible. I think more people need to talk to their children about being responsible. Kids are having sex.
I think we need to go back to the discussion of giving men birth control. I think men need to be obligated to use birth control.
You know, they had that injection.
They tried, but men got their punk asses got all scared because of the side effects. Do you know how many side effects we have?
Birth control has side effects.
It comes with side effects. Years, and these little sucker ass men saw bloating and some other shit. Oh, I don't know what the
they was getting a daddy vibe.
Yeah, right. I don't know really what the side effects were. I do know.
Say side effects for the past 100 years?
Yeah, women have always gotten side effects.
Is one of them dementia?
Probably.
Because I think you got it.
Probably. Men need to be on birth control.
Men don't need a shot like that, because it's going to be a whole bunch of dirty dick out here doing the thing, man. Listen.
They're all going to be sterile in a minute.
Listen, they
are they?
If they keep passing around STDs, heck yeah, they're going to be sterile.
Look, you getting upset now, huh?
I mean, it's a...
clock ticking, boy.
I'm trying to tell you, people need to really have serious talks with their children about sex.
Or adults.
Some adults need to talk.
It ain't too late to save the adults.
A sit-down talk.
It ain't.
Latasha says that's why she used contraceptive films. Regardless, you should always have a backup plan. And guess what? It's much cheaper than the other results. You know what I'm saying? You don't want to... I will tell you this, fellas. If you're over the age of 32, okay? That's a very good age. So I picked 32. That's my barometer. You are too old.
Let's talk about that.
You are too old to have a baby mother that you're ashamed of. So if you're not protecting it, all your passes are gone. Okay? Protect that damn thing. Protect your last name. Protect your legacy. Because just because you don't own up to her doesn't mean it's not your child. Okay? And that's all I have to say about that.
Just walk around handing out seeds.
So what you say? You said you want to talk about what?
The barometer on age. I found an article that said basically, is your life over at the age of 35?
If you're a woman, yes.
If you're a woman.
If you're a woman, your life is over.
At the age of 35?
No, I disagree. I feel like a lot of women are really finding themselves in their 30s.
By themselves?
Really figuring out. Even with their spouses. That's why divorce rates are up, because even with their spouses, they're finding themselves, and some of them are finding that I'm not right in this relationship that I'm in.
I think
women are finding themselves in their 30s. I think that's a springboard point for a lot of women. I think men dense out in their 30s if they haven't really started getting motivated by their 30s. I think that's their plateau. Definitely
more settled as they get older.
You know what I love? You know what I love about what you just said?
What's that?
You said I think 3 times.
Well, that's all I can do is give my opinion. That's what we're all doing here.
Right.
Yeah, but you know we found out?
No one here has spit out facts. We're sitting here at the round table giving our opinion.
No, we didn't.
That my opinion weighs
not at all.
But your opinion, right?
My opinion weighs a little bit more.
No, it doesn't. It doesn't.
Why not?
Your head might be bigger.
It took. Well, I'll put it like this, right?
Shit is very dense.
I'll put it to you like this, right?
And heavy.
It took 2 of y'all to equal to 1 of me.
Whatever.
Anyway, no, let's examine the barometer thing.
Okay.
Because women become better at that age to an extent. I mean, let's be honest. Like a lot of women they're starting to go down at that age.
No, they're not.
They are. They are.
Down in what way?
Right.
Down in what way? I'm
I mean,
intrigued.
it just
Definitely
depends.
not sex. Definitely not sex. We already know.
Oh, all of a sudden it's a
Men
sex
are
show.
going down.
That's the only thing
Okay,
that
we're
matters.
talking
Yes.
about down. We're talking
Yes.
about down.
Most men are at Exxon getting a peel out the window
Oh
when
my
they get
God.
40. Can I get an extra extends?
No. The pill is
pump
the
for?
pill is for y'all though. The pill is for
No,
y'all.
the pill is for you to feel like you can still do something.
And we can do something.
No, you can buy that
Yeah,
pill.
we do.
Right,
The
and
pill.
swallow it and crush your fingers and hope it don't give you a motherfucking heart
Let me put it
attack.
in my applesauce.
That's a good way to go though. Applesauce? This is old folks.
Yes, because y'all niggas is old. Yes.
Okay, but listen. Okay, hold on.
Oh,
Let's dive a little deeper into this barometer. Yeah, I know you're getting hot. Let's dive a little deeper into this barometer thingy. Okay.
Mhm.
So a lot of men start to come into their own as well. You acting like it's just women who come into their own. Like for example, like you ever heard of like a distinguished guys, like guys getting older and getting better and looking better?
You ever heard of women fine wine?
Never heard that about women.
Grace,
Sorry,
Asian
haven't.
with grace. Okay,
Haven't.
you've never heard any
Women,
of these.
Nope.
things.
men
Okay.
start to age gracefully because they stop doing shit. They stop. They just go to work and that's it. You know what I mean? That's the only reason why y'all sometimes age
And it's
gracefully.
usually off the strength of a woman that's helped push them a little bit.
Right. Absolutely.
To make them age gracefully?
Yes.
Just to
Yep.
push. A
Always.
push in general.
To help us age gracefully?
To help you do a lot of stuff gracefully.
Okay.
Behind
But I will
every
say this.
decent man is a phenomenal woman.
Mm.
What?
And I know
I
what
was with
Cage
you.
Bird sings.
Behind every decent man, there is a phenomenal woman.
No, I don't agree with that because you only use the word decent.
Mhm.
I was
There's a
at
lot
the
of
Sahara Desert. Did y'all read this comment?
There's a lot of decent. Let me highlight this comment. But, we got a comment here that says they talk about that pill, but what about that Sahara Desert?
Well, it's your fault if she got Sahara Desert.
Well, that's why you
So,
got
what-
to.
okay, I agree.
Yeah,
Question I have
agree
is,
too.
when is
That's
it y'all
what I was about to say.
Is it ever?
When we admit to
Is
it.
there ever? Well, that ain't gonna
Would it
happen.
be a woman's fault that a man can't get up?
When is it ever a woman's fault for anything?
When we admit to it.
When is it ever a woman's fault?
Are we speaking about fault or are we
when-
just talking about aging? I didn't think we were really pointing fingers at any type of fault.
No.
Okay.
no.
When men feel blamed, they feel blamed when their
Oh.
penis is no longer working.
Oh, because that's okay.
Why
get
would you
it.
feel blamed?
I mean, it's your fault.
It ain't my fault. It's your fault.
You know, it's
You
my
don't
fault.
want to get
that
old.
Right.
You don't
Let me
want
tell
to
you
use
something.
this.
Let me tell you
That's
something.
so much it don't work no more.
Let me tell you something. If I lend you something, right?
Is that what you do? You're lending?
Well, I can't give it to you.
I mean, well,
We can lay claim to it.
No, you cannot.
I mean, look at the land. The land don't your land don't naturally belong to you, but you can
comes
lay
and
claim
goes
to
with me.
it.
So I don't ever give it to him, and I lend, right? So if I
It
lend
can
you
be
something
detached.
and it was in good condition
Mm-hmm.
before I gave it to you,
9 times out of 10,
hold on.
it was
And
used.
now it's no longer in good condition. Whose fault?
Well,
Who should I blame? Who should I point the finger at?
no, because you've overused it.
okay, if you have a fly leather jacket in the 80s, that don't mean it's going to be a fly leather jacket in 2017.
But
It's
no,
an
no,
old
no.
tethered jacket.
No.
You can't even go to the
But
Eddie
if it
Murphy Raw
was
concert.
still in good condition when I gave it to you,
Look, your penis ain't a classic.
It's
boo.
gonna
Your
Wait
penis
a
ain't a
minute.
classic. Stop it.
I don't know. I don't.
Your penis ain't-
Mark said he ain't been to Exxon.
I
in 2
don't. Time out. If this is your first time watching it, this is not how the show normally goes. Normally we're much more. We don't go this blue route, this dirty show route.
That's very true.
I don't know what happened tonight. Blaming
I
on the
skipped
liquor or
Bible
whatever.
study.
But yeah, we're gonna go back along those lines. I just wanted to make a public service
I should have
announcement.
left the classic alone.
No. I had to
classic.
say that. I had to say that because I don't want to throw people off and make them. Or
Oh, they
I didn't want to excite people thinking you get this raunchiness every week.
Whatever.
And this is mild as far as raunchiness goes.
Yes.
So if you're
Ain't
looking for
nobody
more,
said a
sorry.
bad word yet.
Um,
Whew.
I beg to differ on the classic joint though. I that's all I can say.
A lot of men think it's nah, it ain't a classic, but it's just old.
Listen.
So do women age out?
Ooh. Do
women age out?
Age out meaning what?
Age out. So if you're saying that they started losing around 35, so when do
no,
they
not around.
age
It depends. Like
okay.
literally, it like a lot of things. It depends on the person.
Okay.
It depends on the person, but you can really see with people, men and women. I'm gonna lean more heavily to women. The type of life they've lived on their faces and their bodies.
I'm gonna have to agree with that.
Like women wear stress different.
With that. I'm agree
so
men wear it too. I have some classmates that I run into. I'm like,
you know when men wear it?
Did I say?
You know,
no. I was just adding to your comment.
I
don't add on now.
It is different. Women tend to wear age and hard life on their face. And men tend to wear it
in their body.
Right. Yeah. They get the daddy bodies and it's like,
Yeah. So
they wear it in
but I will say this.
If
you're a woman around 35, that is I feel really bad for women at that age. Matter of fact, I avoid them.
I'm 35.
I avoid women at that age because if they haven't done, and fellas, listen to the blueprint. If they haven't done certain things yet, and you're looking for fun, skip over that one.
Certain things like what? Give us an example.
Like had a kid. You know,
okay,
if they want one, because that biological clock is a serious thing, right?
And you would know because you're a woman. So society says that a woman can't.
Let me tell you something.
Right.
Let me tell you something.
What?
Let me tell you something.
What?
I have intimate knowledge of women. Okay?
Whatever.
Do you feel like all women just want babies?
Well, judging from for the most part, a lot of them do.
All the women that you know,
I don't think all women want kids.
Yeah, all women don't want kids.
Well, it's a new generation of women. This
is a crazy world to bring children in.
This generation of women is different, and they are very confused. So we don't know what these women want.
No,
but I will say this. Can I just complete my thought?
No, because it's just crazy.
So, fellas, I was talking to the fellas because there's two of y'all here. If she hasn't done certain things, and you think she's a fun thing, y'all want to have fun, avoid that one. If she don't have any kids or whatever, she's not someone to have fun with. You think because she's available, she might make the decision that you are good daddy material and never consult you with that. And if she has a decent job and she gets pregnant, you are out of the equation in the decision-making process. So there. And if she feels that way and her biological clock is that ticket, this is when they really. Okay, NBA playoffs are coming or going on right now. That biological clock becomes a lot like a shot clock, okay? And when they start getting close to 40, the shot clock is down to under 4, and they're about 35 feet away from the hoop, and they're being closely guarded by two people, and they are going to they are going to force up a bad shot.
Because at some point, women make a decision once they get older. At some point, we make a decision whether or not we want to have a child, or we want to continue to pursue it. What I find a lot of women in their later years, in their late 30s, they pop up pregnant, not expecting to have a child, not planning for a child.
They told you that, though. They tell you that shit.
I know a lot of men in their early 40s that got babies. It's like, why are you 42 still having a kid?
Because we can.
I know a lot of people that are 35 and up that resent their kids in their life with their children. But
they might lay on the table.
The fact that they did a period.
This is one thing.
I don't agree with you on
right here. Yep, I mean that's what you're here for. You're here not to agree.
Definitely.
So look, this is one thing you can't compare men and women. We don't have a biological clock. We can do whatever the hell we want. And it makes you guys frustrated. That's why they wrote the barometer article.
Y'all have a clock. It may not be a biological.
Man, look, until I leave here, I can play it by seed, man. And
then your babies come out.
Ain't that what Elijah Muhammad said?
And then you can't take care of them. See, men, all they are, you're just a cup of liquid. That's all you really are. It's like it's nothing to you. You just dropping your little liquids everywhere and say, hey, I can have a baby at 60. Fuck the fact that I can't run behind them in the backyard to play with them, but I can still have them.
But listen,
I can still make
I don't have to be able to do that. I don't have hips.
You got knees and you got feet. So
no, but where does the baby rest? The baby rests on your hip. I don't have to chase behind it. You walk with the baby.
You know what?
You have to mind that baby. It's your baby, man. God gave you natural carrying
I do know
equipment.
some men with hips.
Well, see, look, I'm not interested in the men. You know, I'm no longer.
Those daddy bodies.
Blessed
I like
beyond understanding tender. Said her grandfather had kids in his 70s. Blessed, I love you so much because all they want to do is fight with me.
But blessed is he? Okay? You can financially take care of a child, but can you really physically be there for a child at 70-some years of age?
If he's alive, he's physically there. Even if he's on a respirator, he's physically there. He's alive, right? That's more than some people are getting as a father. It's a lot of absentee fathers, right?
I mean, it's older women having children too. They're 50 and popping.
Janet Jackson.
They could still
you talking about Janet?
Well, women outside,
but that's a health thing,
though.
Like you got to be healthy to do that. So, ladies, if you
men aren't healthy and they still having babies and stuff, you're not saying a man is considered healthy at 70 years old. Still having babies.
Hey, look,
I'm not doing
it.
He
can ejaculate.
Look, if the swimmers still work, he's healthy.
No, his swimmers just work.
They don't mean floating.
They got shit else to do. They just sit there. What else are they gonna do?
They float up on a raft.
It's only one way that's gonna happen.
Coasting.
Right?
Wait a minute.
Hey, look, Bryant Tinker asked a wonderful question. If I have a child at 70 and die at 75, am I considered a deadbeat father? You a dead ass father.
You a t-shirt. This is for my homies.
Yes.
Okay, so
not if you have a good will.
This show. Good point.
That's what.
Or some good Social Security.
Pretty much. You have a pension.
Retirement.
I got something to close this show out. For the two ladies on the show specifically, and for I'm sure a lot of you ladies watching, with a lot meaning all 5 of you at home, because this tends to be a problem of today's women.
Oh,
the 7 dating struggles of women who overthink everything. Is this ring a bell to you?
No.
Okay.
Not at all.
I'm sure. Let me get. Can someone else create our dating profile? For an overthinker, deciding on the best photo or best response to be a question or even an extra quote to make your profile stand out can be overwhelming. Do you have this problem?
No.
Do you have a dating profile?
No.
You should get one. Expand
I just blow whatever the wind takes me.
Yes.
That sounds like someone that's pretty easy. Number 2.
Easy going.
Number 2. Please, hey, look.
Easy going.
Hey, look. If someone met you at the bar and bought you a drink and said, "Let's see wherever the wind blows us tonight,"
yeah, it's gonna blow me to my car.
And then he gonna follow right behind. Okay, number 2. Please don't interview us on the first date. How about we swap the small talk for something a little more stimulating? Anything to get us out of our head and interested in what's going on in front of us, which would probably be someone like me. Number 3, every text message gets dissected with a fine-tooth comb. Now, this is a fucking problem. Sorry, excuse my French. That's actually not French, but
why is it a problem?
Why are you dissecting people's text messages?
Because you're not having a real conversation, so you have to dissect it.
So you do this.
I've done it.
You do this.
I've done it.
You do it. A lot.
I will do it.
You do it.
I have done it.
And all your friends get to see it. I
dissect everybody. It's not just men, just anybody's. If I'm getting a vague response, you leave me no choice but to dissect it, unless I come out and ask you the question directly. And 9 times out of 10, I will. But carry on.
Okay. Overthinkers are masters of reading in between the lines.
Yes.
Nothing is ever as it seems. A smiley face, a period, even the amount of text a guy sends. They're all little clues to something else that's going on.
Yeah, I agree.
You're ruining your own life.
I'm finding out the information.
Number 4.
I'm getting all the major details.
Waiting to respond is a game we won't play. Not getting a message back right away turns the alert on in our mind, and we start wondering why he hasn't texted. Maybe he's not interested. Maybe there's another woman. Maybe he lost his phone. Tiana, you do all these things. I can see it in your brain. It's just true. You see it, Nancy? She's guilty.
I always sit my phone down. I'm bad for that too. Like I'll put it on a charger, leave it in my purse. I'm bad with responding sometimes.
I only wait on responses from people that I expect to get a response from.
Jesus. You text him?
Oh, Jesus
main
always
line?
on the main line. Like
Always on the main line.
Right?
Tell him what you
Always on
want.
the main line,
Yes.
right?
You know what? You'd have a problem with Jesus if you was dating him.
Whatever. Jesus is cool with me. He got a beard.
Mm-hmm. But he's
And-
33. He's 33 and living home with his mom though.
And woolly hair. That's all right. That's all right. He got the face.
He can make
Lord.
water into wine.
That's right.
And he has a bunch of people following behind him.
That's cool. He's
One
a
of them
celebrity.
was a Jezebel, whatever.
Right.
Number 5. He got a side chick on his arm for sure.
He's
Number
trying
5.
to save her life.
Yes, he's saving her.
But that's gonna take away attention from you. You're not gonna like that. You'll be
He's
fighting
just
for
saving them.
You probably be the one turning them in. Number 5. Actually, we hate all games. The worst is when you have a great date and the guy doesn't text the next day. You start considering, maybe I thought the date was more fun than it actually was. Was I talking too much? Was he just interested in something short and quick? The wait 3 days to call rule, not appreciated.
Nobody's doing that anymore. People do too
Steve
much with the
Harvey.
whole
I used to do
thought
that shit all the
process
time,
of
though.
the
You
dating
would wait 3
thing.
days.
Not the next day. I'll tell her,
Okay.
but I'll tell her, text me when you get home.
Did it mean
depends on
something
how
to
I
you when you did
feel.
that?
Huh?
Did it mean something when you did that?
I mean, Jay-Z had a song a long time ago with Swiss Beats. On to the next one.
Hey, I agree.
I mean, I used to be able to juggle, right? You had to keep girls in rotation. That way, you can't
Anybody can juggle with 2 or 3 balls.
Yeah, we'll try like 6 or 7.
Whatever.
One for
I would
every
like
day
to
of the
see
week.
that.
See what?
You juggle 6 balls at one time.
It's not no balls. It was women. It was worse than balls. Trust me, it wasn't easy. You have to have hand. And trust me, they ain't come with a handle either. I had to bring my own handle just to deal with the jump. But
you're talented.
Well, the talent gone
I'm
away.
helping
Though.
your story.
Story? You know what? Number 6.
Your experience.
Number 6. Can't you just pick the bar? Overthinking makes for indecisiveness, but that doesn't mean we don't care or have opinions or ideas. We just have too many.
Just because you're thinking, why does that have to be considered overthinking? Every person isn't the same, so I have to take a different perspective or way of thinking with.
You're guilty of all these things. You are, and you know
with
it.
everybody. I am an overthinker. I do. I think a lot.
Does it work for you though?
It does work for me.
Mm-hmm.
It works for me.
I don't believe you.
We have all this brain. We should.
Yes,
be
I mean,
Who all what brain?
I don't want.
You mean the one brain that women share, or?
I don't.
Hey Nancy, you going out tonight? Because I need to share I need to use the brain.
The human brain.
Because men don't think so. Somebody got to do the thinking. You know
Men
what I mean?
think all the time,
Men
except
don't
for
think
in one instance.
What they don't think when they get around women, they just do.
Right? They just forget. They just stop using their brain.
And you should be happy if we use another brain. You ever heard
that one is dumb though.
There is a term.
The bird brain.
Right, and that one stops working at 35. So we can't really rely on that one for so long. Like,
but you know what's funny? You're calling.
We got to
It
rely
can
on
still spit out a thought until it's 70.
You know what's funny about that brain? Though? Exactly, spit out a thought. You know what's funny about that brain?
It's like a. It's like a little thought.
I just got a little idea.
How do you know? How many 70-year-olds you been with? Why is it ill?
It's slow movement. Ew, because old men got worms. I done told you this already.
But that's experience, though. You got experience.
Nah,
you know what'd be messed up, though?
Good old
you know what I wish?
I don't know if that's.
I wish women like y'all age would just get with an older man one time. And,
I can't.
Because I bet. I'm just thinking there got to be some experience there. And y'all would be. It'd be tough.
Have you ever been with a 70-year-old woman?
Not sexually.
Okay.
I actually dated a guy who dated a woman who was 66.
Yeah, that's not really my. I don't like Starlight Mints. Number 7. Why can't men say what they feel? Overthinkers need men who are straightforward and aren't afraid to share their emotions. So men say what you're feeling and say what you mean, because anything else will leave us assessing a situation from every angle instead of being confident.
Because men are cowards and they believe that if whatever they say is going to hurt our feelings, and 9 times out of 10, that's not normally the case.
We didn't leave the house to hurt your feelings, though.
Well, you left the house as
all right, so sorry. Forgive us.
No, I said men think they're going to hurt. Not telling a woman the truth is not gonna hurt her feelings.
When they spend most of the time lying to themselves, I think it would.
No, when men spend most of the time lying to women, that's when women get upset.
So we lie to y'all and y'all lie to y'all.
No, we lie to y'all and y'all lie to us.
So
People
what is
just
it?
lie.
So this mirror.
Right. Everybody
People just
lying.
be lying. Shit. Shoot.
Hey, Brian Tinker said, overthinkers be like, it takes him 43 minutes to get home. It took him 55 minutes today. Nigga must have been with a hoe for 12 minutes.
Brian, you exaggerating. It is not that serious.
Hey.
Women are not that. Women are not that emotional. Women are not that crazy.
Oh,
Women
I'm
aren't like
scared of that
sitting
person.
by the door, watching their clock, tapping their foot, waiting for you to walk through the door. Come on now. Come on.
But you know,
Women
men
aren't
like to
that.
think in extremes because it helps
Because they
improve their
think they
point.
special.
It helps improve their
Yes, it
point.
makes them feel important that they think somebody tapping their foot, waiting. She waiting on this. Is she?
I mean, trust me. Listen, if she's had it, she's waiting on it.
I don't mean she waiting on it. She had it. I don't mean she waiting on it.
Look,
It's always there.
listen. No, it ain't always
It's
there.
convenient.
That don't move
Men
around.
are easy. Men are so easy.
Yeah, okay. I'm glad you said it because we're going to end the show on this.
Men are easy. Thank you for being
Point of the
men are
night.
easy.
Jesse Williams
It's easy.
did what you're supposed to do. Tiana says men are easy. Nancy's disappointed in men that do whatever they have to do.
I'm disappointed in Jesse. Come on, brother.
But
Get the divorce
the
first.
bottom line is, like I started the show saying, how can you be mad at a man for succumbing to a woman? Because if these two women here offer it up to a man, they fully expect him to take it.
So men can succumb to a woman, but they can't bow down to a woman?
No, can't bow down.
Okay,
No,
so,
definitely.
okay.
Definitely.
All right, I guess that's for
don't
another
bow,
show.
so
Okay.
I don't bow. So one thing you guys need to know,
You're
it's going to
close
help
your
you
mind.
just understand men are
Just call it
simple.
something else.
The following, this is the following. So just to help you ladies,
What those
understand
alternative facts? What's
men
the word called?
are simple people. And just so you know,
Men are simple-minded people. Go ahead.
well, just so I'm just saying, a stiff cocky don't have no conscience. So when it gets stiff, things are gone. Anyway, you guys can sign out. I'm
And it can
so
still
glad.
get stiff at 70.
Yes.
All right.
Yes.
Make those babies.
Mhm.
And y'all can keep it.
80, 90.
100.
I don't want no slow swimmer. It's
If
gonna
you
take
get the
too
right
long.
mortician in your casket,
It's
go
gonna-
ahead.
Can you imagine?
Represent for your
It's just
manhood.
slowly moving up to the ovary.
Hey, let's sign out.
Good night.
Good night, everybody.
Hey, we want to thank Nancy for coming and sitting in on
Yes,
the
thank y'all for
shenanigans.
having me. I always have a great time.
And check us out next week. We'll have a much more family-friendly show because this one went off the rails. a
I'm
bit.
family friendly. I'm going to Bible study when I leave here.
Ooh,
Good
that's
night.
why.
Good night.
Before we blow up.
Right.